Goodness, this thing goes on and on and on and on. This city of Pompeii. Wow. Just goes on and on and on. This is a big full-size city. I gotta figure out what year this is from. I think it's supposed to be like from year 100 or something like that. I mean, like a long time ago, right? I'll have to actually read. I'll have to read a book. Read a book? What? I don't think so, dude. Might have to read and find out what this is all about. Yo, this is craziness. I don't know how many people must have lived in here. Craziness. And then beautiful. This is all these hills here. This is Salerno, right? This is the hills above Salerno here. And then inside down there is like the Gulf of Naples. And then on the other side of that hill is the Amalfi Coast. I really got to go over there and go swimming. Really want to go do that. Maybe tomorrow. And up here is the moon. What's crazy is the moon's been, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The moon has been visible all day long. Trippy, huh? Really crazy. I'm in Pompeii right here. It's a trip, man. This ain't New York, man. It's different from New York for sure. But head up that hill and see what's up. Yo. Dang. Crazy. They're gonna kick us out of here pretty soon, I guess, because the sun's about to go down. It's really early in the day. Really early in the day down here in Italy, and the sun's going down already in southern Italy. But it's nice and warm. But then again, I know tonight it's going to get cold fast. It's a weird weather. I was out last night too. I was out walking home from the restaurant after having pizza. Best pizza ever. That was the craziest pizza that I had in Naples. But going home last night, ran into a couple people on the street with dogs that like slept on the street. You know, they had slept on the street with their dogs. Very different scenario than in the United States. We have people without homes that sleep on the street in the States. And that's been a problem for a while. And I can't say where it's going. Look at that rainbow. I don't know who's going to fix that or how we're going to deal with that. But here in Italy, I haven't seen that many people on the street at all. It's wild. Anyway, one guy came up to me and talked to me. Of course, because street people and crazy people and weird people always see me coming. And I'm the one. I'm like a weirdo magnet, you know? Weirdos always see me and they're like, they glom onto me. Oh, there's somebody that'll listen. And I do. I don't know why. But this one guy came up. And all I kept thinking was, oh, he's going to try and get this pizza off me, man. I got half the pizza in this box and I'm eating it for breakfast tomorrow, man. I ain't giving this guy my pizza. Yeah, but Naples is weird. Naples is a crazy town. And he spoke like 7 languages. It was wild. Had this long conversation with me. And the whole time, you know, and he's like, I've been living on the street for 17 years and I like it this way. Me and my dogs. He got 4 big old dogs, like pit bull dogs, like police dogs. And I didn't want to engage him in conversation too much. I just wanted to go home and get the pizza in the refrigerator. That's all I kept thinking about, my fridge, my pizza. Wow, Pompeii. In the city of Pompeii, you guys. The ancient old city that got destroyed when Mount Vesuvio blew up. Where's that moon again? There it is right there, huh? Eventually was able to listen to him long enough and get away from him. I don't know what it is though. Maybe growing up in San Francisco, I got used to, there was always a lot of crazy, wild, different lifestyle people in San Francisco when I was a kid. Especially at that time, you know, in the 80s and 90s. Bikers, Hells Angels, Vietnam veterans. Drugs hadn't really been, at that point, there was some drugs, but it wasn't like now. Now, then the rise of like, they used to call them designer drugs, and then it was pretty much drugs you could make. You know, and then people, now you have this major, major problem, especially in California. But when I was a kid, it was a much more innocent time. I mean, it was just after the hippies, you know, and people like, they weren't those kinds of drugs that have happened to the people since then. That's a new thing, you know. But anyway, people like that used to always come up and talk to me on the street. And yo, look at this stuff. This is wild. Pillars, like a main courtyard. This is a big city. Pompeii is a big town. I wonder how many people lived in here. So even though this guy with the dogs last night seemed like he was sober, he really did seem like he was sober, perfectly sober. It was pretty late at night. It wasn't that bad, 11 o'clock maybe. But in an unknown city like that, it did feel I felt a little bit, you know, insecure. A little nervous, you know. Kind of had my guard up. This is amazing. Look at that dude. So it kind of wears you down when you have to keep your guard up like that. But yeah, crazy people have always come up to me like I was their best friend. Can't figure it out. Sunset. Beautiful sunset. Beautiful statue. That's a screenshot right there, huh? Man. So that's the west over there. So we're looking over what's the ocean that's to the west of Italy? Is that the Mediterranean Sea? I mean, I know eventually it's the Atlantic and then eventually the Pacific, right, over the west. Kind of nice for me to see to look to the west over the ocean and see the sun going down. After having come from San Francisco and then where the ocean is on that side. That's what I got used to. When I moved to New York City, it was always crazy because it's always seemed like the ocean was on the wrong side. Living in New York, it would be like the sun goes down over the water. Why is the sun not going down over the water? But I like New York though a lot, but it has taken me some getting used to. Italy is kind of fascinating. It reminds me of San Francisco and it reminds me of California. Not San Francisco in particular, but boy, Naples is certainly grungy though. It's a grungy city. Somebody said it was the armpit of Italy when I first got here. Somebody wrote that in my live stream. And I thought, that's not cool, man. Yo, look at this statue over here. So you can't say that about any place. All the places are different. What? Check that out. That's crazy. Pompeii. Wow, this is wild. It's So these pillars, I guess that may have been the base of some pillars, right? But then they rebuilt the entire thing. So then my original question remains. Obviously, we know this is not what they used to look like. But if you covered them in that white concrete, you could make them look like those classical pillars in a day. But does that mean that that's really what they look like at all? I don't know, it's really, I don't know. So here's a statue right here with their head sticking up. I guess I should go around and see it from the other perspective. But then look through here, and I can see the ocean right there, or the sea, whatever. So that's the town of Pompeii, and then way out on the other side of the ocean is Salerno. And here's the modern port town of Naples, of Pompeii in here. What a wild town. Crazy. It looks like, it's so different. It's so different. You know what it makes me think of? That one town in Mexico. It's right on the Ensenada. It makes me think of Ensenada, Ensenada, Baja California. But Ensenada looks like that. It's like a tuna fishing town, kiss mahi-mahi, they can it. Tuna canning factories. Really, really not unlike, like I've been living on canned tuna since I've been here. Just because it's the only easily available source of protein in Naples. Maybe I should probably go home and get some real ingredients and like cook them, do a live cooking video for TikTok. I could do that. I haven't really seen a grocery store. I mean, I'm in the places we've been walking around are touristic areas, you know, like Toledo Street in Naples, touristy, you know what I mean? They don't really have a grocery store. They're just junk food, Pringles and Monster Energy drink. You see the water over here? Again, that's the ocean. What is it? Not the Mediterranean Sea. I'll have to look and see. A lot of people here to see. Pompeii today. And again, in the background, this is the mountains back there. The volcano that blew up and covered everything in ash. Instantly killing all the residents. That really must have just been absolutely crazy. Because we already don't even know what's going on in the natural world. I just can't imagine the superstitions that we already have our superstitions still. And they must have had their superstitions. Well, maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe these people had their head right and we're the ones that have gotten dumb over the years. It's hard to say. Oh, and this is a classic statue from Pompeii. I've seen this in the literature over the years. I wonder how tall people were back then. Because that statue, although not a perfect statue, the head is so small and the legs are so big. That person there would be 5 feet tall, right? Like everything seems awful small, I don't think. My family's 6 feet tall, you know what I mean? I don't think 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, people were 6 feet tall. That's awesome. Pompeii, Italy, just outside of Naples, southern Italy. And up in the distance, Mount Vesuvius. Came down to the ruins today to check things out, see what's up. Wanted to live stream it, but unfortunately I just haven't been able to do this. So I'm gonna put this together. I'll edit it. Probably not even edit it that much. And just put the raw video up on my YouTube channel. I need to get more people to follow my YouTube channel though. I need another couple hundred, like 300 people, and then Then I can start doing my lives on YouTube. And then maybe get off of TikTok. Or do both. Stream both at the same time.